Hey, Earth peeps, I'm Melanie Florence, and this is Hot Tea for the Soul, the weekly Earth edition, where I'm going to go over what's going on for the Earth elements of the week, and I'll do individual star signs at the end. So I'm going to build up a bit of a reading. We've got other cards, got other stuff going on, and then we'll see where this all goes, see what we got. I've been missing for a couple of weeks. I had to do some focusing myself, manifest the things that I needed in my reality, so I had to take a little bit of time out, balance it all out, and here we are. So I hope that you're all well, and thanks for being here. Okay, let's get started. A bit rusty. Let's see how we go this week. I'm going to start with the Dreamtime reading cards. So, what have we got? There, straight out. All right, the Spider connections. All right, this is about all the connections that you've got going on around you. Just let me find it so we can do a little bit of story time. Let's find out what the spider actually talks about. Australian has no shortage of spiders. The spider is a great teacher of consequences. Its ability to weave webs represents connections that we weave in your own life. The spider works hard to weave its web in order to catch its food, but once it's laid, it doesn't know exactly what will be attracted to its web. It has to trust in its ability to deal with the outcomes and what comes along. And it is because of this the spider is associated with the ideas of karma, fate, and destiny. When a spider pays a visit, it reminds you that every action has a reaction, and there are visible threads that link you to others, to the events of what happened in your life. It is time to take responsibility for your thoughts and actions and make a concerted effort to understand the consequences of your decisions. Right, so it's a networking card. But it's also saying this, we have an influence. It's a butterfly effect. You know, so if a butterfly waves its wings over here, a tree falls over there. And so when we talk about stuff, and it's our energies, and it's a networking that we have. So we really got to work about what we put out there, because there's consequences to our actions, right? You take responsibility for what you say, and you're networking inside of here. But we are making connections, and those connections that we weave between each other. You never know what's going to come into your web, but you do have to work out how to deal with it when it does. Right, connections, consequences and actions and connections. Very interesting. So we're going to go Australian wildflower, because Australian wildflower. I'm an Australian wildflower. What do we got? Oh, got two, but I'm going to check that last one because it jumped bad, and we're going to put that one back. Ooh, a bit of story time. So I haven't seen this one before. So it's the Violet Nightshade. Let's have a listen. Let's have a read. The energies connected with this flower are all surrounding power. A power that empowers you as well as suppresses. It could be a time for you to step up into your power, shift things forward, see consequences, networking, shift things forward and take on a confident leading role. With power as we know comes great responsibility and a need for more care. Situations regarding those in authorities are indicated as is the expectations of others. The challenge right now is ego, your ego, and the egos of others may be blocking the paths enabling real change and the freedom that occurs. I often call this the mentor flower, as it often reminds us that growth comes from sharing. As a healer, the Nightshade Violet is a confidence booster and supports mentorship roles. It is a very good flower for new parents who are struggling with the responsibility of their new life position brings. All right, so we're really talking empowering yourself and taking leadership and you know, dropping your ego so that you can work with others. And they're the obstacles that we have. And so, you know, when you're empowered and you want to be a leader, sometimes it's about working out how to network with others. So we're making connections and we're in the power of a leadership position inside of here, knowing the consequences of our actions, knowing that there's outcomes inside of here, and how we power share is what that's about. That's about power sharing. Okay, so we got the this is the, let me start something. Work your light. Oh, whatever you're going, whatever you're looking at, whatever your question was when you came into this, yeah, move forward. This is a yes. So it feels like you're going to have some actions. If you're looking at work and leadership roles, there's a yes. If you're looking for something to move forward, here, Earth people, there's a yes. It's a yes year. You know what? My brother and I used to play this game when we were talking. And it's yes. And it's like when somebody says, do you want to? You got to say, let's. Yeah, yes. Say yes. So sometimes there's power in saying yes. You get to go places that you would never have gone before. And that's actually really exciting. All right. So we've got making connections with others, knowing the consequences of our outcomes and what we're weaving. And taking a power and leadership role. Working out how to power show without your ego inside of there. Good for parents. Okay. And yes. Just say yes. Something's going to come up. Say yes. All right? Don't say no. Say yes. Yes, I'm going to do it. Okay. Oh, the archetype decks. This is positive. This is positive. So the archetypes is just throwing one out. Arch, the wild unknown. Oh, there's a vision. Have you got an idea? Look at these 2 owls. Look at those 2 owls and the hands in there. This is a sharing thing. And we've got the village. Usually we've got the village under the mountain, under the solace up here. So there's a whole vision inside of this card. And it's taken the time to develop that vision. It's taken time to indulge your intuition inside of this, I believe. But there's something coming up. Somebody's going to say yes. Maybe you've got an idea. This is a powerful idea that you're going to make connections and power shift. There's a vision inside of here. And if you put out your plan, somebody's going to say yes. Just say yes. You say yes. Right. I like this. I like this. I like this. All right. What have we got over here for the Earth Piece from the Earth Magic deck? Before we head to the green word, what have we got? Oh, that one. Apparently that one. Movement. Something's going to move forward. Emotionally, something's going to move forward. The river, God, I would love to live on the river. Sometimes I just think that it would be the perfect life. I've got this proud Mary dream that we just keep moving down the river, right? And this beautiful movement and this beautiful emotional movement. There's a flow inside of this and it all leads. It leads forward. It's nutritious. It feeds and then the life of the valley just there. All right, I like this. We've got movement. I think you've got movement on the vision. You've got an idea. Something's going to roll here. If you're on a project, we've got movement. We've got power. We've got like driven connections inside of here. There's a lot going on. So I'm going to turn it down to the table so we can build up the greenwood energy for the earth element that's around us. And then I'm going to do the individual timestamps in the end. If you're after a TikTok, like my daily, like a TikTok quick spill, I'm calling them. If you're like after that for my daily, hit me up. I can make you one personally. 25 bucks. Got one directly to you. All right, let's do this. Let's see what we got, Earth people, and I will catch you at the end. Let's see what we got. All right, let's build up this green word reading. So we start with our present state. It's the best place to start, isn't it? Always. Earth peeps, what have we got? What have we got? I'm going to start with our present state. I'm going to take this one. Okay. You're not alone. Sometimes we feel alone and your ancestors walk with you. The I am is inside of you, inside of your blood. It all works with you. Your ancestors walk with you so that you fulfill their destinies. They never leave you by yourself. In the darkest denizens of the forest, you won't walk alone. All right, you follow your pole star, you follow your truth, you follow your vision, and you will not be. This is respecting your elders. This is respecting your ancestors, and this is your ancestors respecting you and always being there for you. You're never alone on this path by yourself. All right, that's a good place to start with our ancestors. Ooh, okay, so that's our present state. The next card is your spiritual mediator. It's the next card that we need to concentrate on. It's the next energy that we get to utilize around us. Fulfillment, look at that. All right, so this is fulfillment of a quest. This is fulfillment from desires. This is an inner fulfillment. This is a spiritual fulfillment. You see those two snakes. They're our body and our spirit, and that combination and that balance of those two together healing us inside of there. Right, so this is a really fundamentally healing card that you're going through. And whatever this path is that you're going on, whatever this vision you've got that you need to say yes and take up your power and make this movement in, there's going to be a time of fulfillment from following this path. Strong. This is strong. All right, surprise, earth element. The next card is our conscious will. It's what we consciously think about what's going on. What do you think about what's going on around you? I'm going to take this one. There's a new foundation. There's a new start. This could be a new job, new house, new. This is a new practical new beginning. It might be a new endeavor, a new project. These are things that you could be investing in. And so inside of this, with all this connection, this power, and this stuff that's going on, feels like there's something that you're working towards. Well, conscious will, you know that this is the beginning of a new path, a new physical path for you to walk on. All right, might be a new career, might be heading off in a new direction. But it's a new physical path and laying a foundation stone. You know that this is a milestone on your path and on your journey that you're involved in right now. What's the driving force? What are we driving? What are we driving? Okay. Beginnings here. Earth people, and if you looked at the daily today, it also had a beginning. It had this foundation, exactly the same thing. All right, this is a spark of life. Something is driving you. Something is inspiring. This is kapow. You've got the energy. You've got the passion. You've got the drive. You've got your ancestors on your side to find you fulfillment inside. This is a very powerful reading that we've got going on here, Earth people. Very driven. All right, your ace, this powerful new beginning, a spiritual new beginning. We've got a new foundation. Things are stable inside of this, and you've got this spiritual drive, kapow, to do something. Woo, woo, woo. The next card we've got is the unconscious. You've got your conscious wheel. We've got our unconscious empathy. What do we unconsciously think about what's going on just here? Oh, wow. More snakes. We've got it again, this healing element. You're driven. This is a fire element king. He is passionate. He knows what he believes in. He knows where he stands. He respects himself. He's connected with it all, and he's a healing element. This is a passionately inspired man, a masculine energy that is inside of all of this. So we've got this real drive behind all of this, Earth peeps. You've got a strong foundation. You know what you want, inspired, but you've really got a drive to actually make it happen, to bring this fulfillment. These two snakes don't appear in these two cards for no reason, right? So, what's the challenge? There's all this power going on. We've got all this stuff. I mean, obviously, keep your ego in check is what it's really talking about. But you got a vision, and and there's movement down the river. What's the challenge? Oh, wow. That's all three lots of snakes. Taking time to heal. Like actually heal. Physically, mentally, spiritually. Taking that balance. You know, maybe you've gone through a period that's been a bit of a break. Quite often this talks about, taking a break. All right, but how do you take that time to actually make all this fulfillment? How do you find that balance to heal yourself? And it might just not be you that you need to heal. Maybe it's another person you need to heal. Maybe it's a situation that you need to heal. But this is finding a balance. This is finding the balance of the equilibrium, again, between your physical world and your spiritual world, between your blood and your passion and your connection with the I am, with the all. All right, this is a real, connected card, and being a challenge. Healing being a challenge is a beautiful challenge to have. Take your time to heal from what it is that you've gone past. Balance it all out. It's about temperance, being temperate. Okay, if that's our challenge, is to heal ourselves properly, what is our healing element? Because our challenge is healing. What's our healing element going to bring? The sun. All right, we are made of everything that the universe is made of. When the sun bays down on this, we've got this whole warmth inside of us that it nourishes our whole being. Vitamin D stops you getting rickets. This is a real fertile period. Your healing element is that the sun is going to shine on all of your endeavors. You might have had a hard, troubled time and you've been going through it and you needed to work out how to find your balance inside of here. And there's a real connection here that you're going to. The sun is going to shine on all of your endeavors in here. All right, Earth element, loving where this is going. One more card for the table for this outcome, and then we're going to look at the individual star signs. Let's see what the outcome is. I just love where this is sitting. All right, what's the outcome? Give me a second. Let's do this again. What's the outcome? What are we doing? Well, we're doing that. Oh. So with all of this, you get to take a moment to reflect. This is the hangman, when we're talking about the hangman. And really what it's like, the hangman can escape this. This is a transition. You can see yourself going across the river. And you can see that the moon is reflected in that mirror, mirroring back. So it's the emotions are being removed. We have the emotional queen standing by to help you with this healing and help you with this transition, right? But this is really about taking your thoughts and your emotions of everything that has gone from the past and putting them aside and just looking at it. And looking at how you got here and everything that you are to make who you are. It's really funny when we look back and we're oh, I did that because of that. But you don't know that till years later. Or that happened because of that. And that happened that you don't know until a little while later. Sometimes the outcomes, sometimes the ramifications, sometimes of our choices, you know, it takes a little bit of while, but this is sort of, we've got two spots here where we're taking a quiet rest to actually heal ourselves and reflect on what's going on in our life. And that's going to bring a healing. The sun is going to shine, and you're going to be able to take some time to reflect on your past, on how you got here. All right, a moment of transition. Nice. Bit of power sharing here. Things are going to say yes. There is a positive vibe here that if you are looking for a new path, very practical foundations, or a new, you're inspired on a new, things are going to, you know, move forward. And it's about just keeping your ego in check and knowing there's ramifications. If you say things, that it's going to, there's outcomes inside of that. All right. So we've come to the end of this. I'm glad that you're still here. Thank you very much. If you're still here, I love that you are. I am going to do the individual timestamps. I'm going to do the individual star signs. And I'm going to put them in the timestamps. In the bottom, check. I'm going to start with Taurus. If you're not Taurus, go to the timestamp. I am starting with Taurus. Let's see where we go, Taurus. There's one. All right, there's one out. Two more for Taurus. Come on. All right, one more. Not taking all of those, but I am taking the one that's gone off the table. All right, Taurus, what do we got? A woodpecker. All right, this is a lot of energy. This is a lot of talk. This is a lot of friends and families. This is like the woodpecker. It could be an air element child, but this is a really playful sort of energy where you're going to hear a lot of messages. You're going to get a lot of correspondence. So maybe if you do have this idea that's going on, there's a lot of correspondence going on. There's a lot of talk going on. Maybe it's connecting with friends and family out there. You're going to start getting messages, email, text, phone calls, and we're all going to be talking together. Notice how I get quicker as soon as the woodpecker turns up, because that's how it feels. The energy is out there. For information coming to you, networking with friends and family, there's going to be with your connections, all right? All right, this is good. Ooh, all right. I'm creating. You know that you're creating. We planted a seed here that's growing a tree. We planted an idea. Like, you know, it's connecting and creating your world. This could be creative. Some people, this is actually creating an artwork. This is actually spending time with your family. Like, it does imply siblings, this card, right? That we're really connecting and being creative with the people around us. That's this energy. Or you're being creative with your money, or you're creating your world, but there's a lot of connection of conversations going on, so there may be actually that you're co-creating with people inside of that, which is a wonderful conversation too. You're creating your world and you're co-creating, having conversations about that. And you know, this is the seer, this is the divine feminine. She knows she's connected to everything. She's connected to the I am. Like, she's connected to the universe. And so this is really like reaching into that wisdom, reaching into that inner part of you. And you know that you're on a learning curve. You know that there's more out there. And you may feel that you've got your intuition in check. This is really being in line with your spiritual being inside of here, Taurus. A lot of communication going on. You're creating a new world. What's more, you've got the insight to do it. It's very powerful reading here, Taurus, for us all to create our visions that we want in the world and making those connections. A lot of movement going on. Take it on. Feel the sun. Heal yourself. Find the balance. All right, Taurus, thank you very much for being here. If you would like a TikTok quick spill, hit me up and I can send you one for 25 bucks. I hope you have a good week. Please hit like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments. All right, so we move on to Virgo. What do we got for Virgo? What do we got for Virgo today? One. Ooh, making decisions. All right, so we're making the decisions that find this fulfillment. That's one step before the other. All right, Virgo, making spiritual decisions. All right, one more. What do we got? One more for Virgo. If you are after cleaning your tarot deck, please use Witch Hazel. It actually works. Okay. Gentle Cleanser. So I've got these three cards here. We're making decisions. All right. We're making decisions here. And we're going to communicate them. This is strong communication. This is, you know, this is the just king. He is going to cut through. He get things done. He is really looking to drive it. This is contracts. This is, and it's making decisions on those. So it may be that you actually have to weigh up some decisions on contract. Trust your faith. Trust your inspiration. Trust your spark. All right, that you've got these, because we've got contracts, and we've got a lot of contracts. We've got a lot of power going on here on the table. And this king represents that table in all its reality. All right, Virgo, because the world is changing, and you know it has. The Wheel of Fortune, it spins. Anybody could be a winner in the Wheel of Fortune. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. Sometimes we're in the winning position, sometimes we're not. What this really talks about is really knowing about what you hold on to and what you let go. Make the colors of your world. All right, when you let go of a circumstance, then you finish that part of the picture. When you start a new foundation, you actually start a new part of the picture. Is what our cloak and what our being is, and what we hold on to and what we let go. And you need to make decisions of faith with that, and there's a communication that goes with that. This is really making decisions of faith about your future in here and where the wheel is going to turn. But there's a really communicative strong king that's in contracts and business and those sort of things. So this may be a moving forward element for you, Virgo. I hope that resonates with you. Please let me know. Hit like and subscribe. If you'd like a TikTok quick spiel, let me know. I'll send you one out. $25. I can send it direct to you. Let me know, Virgo. It'll be great to hear from you. I'll catch you on the flip side. Thank you. Last but not least, we got Capricorn. Capricorn in the house. What have we got going on for you this week? There's one. There's two. One more for Capricorn. What do we got? I got a card sitting out. What have we got just there? Come on. There it is. All right. This is a card of the independent. You battled your all the way there. You're independent. You're strong. You know your thoughts. You have your traditions. You have your skills. You've got all these foundation stones that you've laid. All right, you've got the strength of your being. This is a real independent sort of card, like that single person sort of card. That says, I'm almost ready to find my house and find my people. Right? But this is a real strength under that full moon in there, that the traditions of who you have made are who you are. Like, and that strength in that strength and the vitality inside of that. Because you're going to have something passionate. This is a passionate place in your life where you're turning all of your magic inside. This is your wands. What does light up your heart? That's what this is about. What lights your fire inside of you? What warms your house? All right, you know your traditions, and we've got this really powerful strength inside of your heart right now that's going to drive forward, Capricorn. One more. It's time to celebrate. All right, let's get out there, Capricorn. It's time to celebrate. You've got the strength of who you are. You're an independent person. You've got the passion and the drive of everything that you are, and you turn that passion inside. All right, so we can have that strength for us. Is an 8? You can manifest your spiritual reality onto the physical world. This is actually, it's time to celebrate. You've done something good. This is a powerful 8. You look back at your life and you'll understand that it all comes together. It's a balance and a healing inside of here. There's very passionate things going inside of here. Fire. There's a lot of fire going on in this reading. All right, watch your connections, your visions come through. Just say yes. Somebody says go to a party, just say yes. Somebody says you want to go to, yes, yes, yes. It's time to celebrate your intestinal fortitude. It's time to celebrate your passion, your strength, and your being, Capricorn. I'm so happy to have these cards out for us this week. I hope that resonates for you. If you're after a TikTok quick spill for your own, let me know. I can put one out for you, $25. If not, I will see you on the flip side. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you have a great week.